If you woke up as a samurai in feudal Japan, the first thing you would lose wouldn't be your life. It would be your freedom. Before your eyes even fully open, before you understand where you are, you would feel it. The cold air leaking through wooden walls, the smell of damp earth, the heavy silence, and a truth you can't ignore: your life no longer belongs to you. In this world, you don't wake up to live your day. You wake up to fulfill your duty. And if you fail, you pay with your life. The image of a samurai makes it seem like you would live with honor, respect, a sword at your side, and power in your hands. But the reality is different. The reality is pressure, constant pressure. A single mistake in how you speak, a moment of hesitation, a gesture seen as weakness. Anything could destroy your name forever. And in a world like this, losing your name is almost worse than dying. You wake up before the sun rises. Not because you want to, not because you feel ready, but because you have to. A samurai's day starts too early and ends too late. The ground is hard beneath your feet. The cold bites your skin. Your body carries old pain, training scars, exhaustion that never really leaves. You dress with precision. Every piece matters. Every knot has meaning. Nothing can look careless. Nothing can be out of place. Because in your world, discipline isn't just a virtue. It's proof. Proof that you still deserve to be here. You attach your sword to your side. And the moment you feel its weight, you understand what it really is. It's not just a weapon. It's not a symbol. It's a reminder. A reminder that your life can be taken at any moment. A reminder that your role is to kill if needed and to die if ordered. A reminder that in the end, steel matters more than your feelings. Outside is still dark. The sky is barely turning light. Other men are already awake. No one talks much, no one laughs, no one wastes energy. The entire environment feels trained to be hard, and soon you understand why. In this world, softness is suspicious. Sensitivity is dangerous. Hesitation is weakness. You go to training. And this is where any fantasy about samurai life starts to fall apart. There is no glory here, no cinematic heroism. There is repetition, pain, discipline breaking your body until your body learns to obey without thinking. You hold your sword. You repeat simple movements dozens of times, then hundreds. Your shoulder burns, your hands shake, your wrists feel heavy, your knees ache, but no one stops. No one complains. You try to keep up because you realize something fast here. Being tired is not an excuse. Your body doesn't decide. Your will doesn't decide, duty decides. The strikes start slow, then they speed up. Training stops being form and becomes impact. Wood hitting wood, blade against blade, fast steps, short breathing. Miss the distance, you get hit. Lose the timing, you get hit. Drop your guard for a second, you get hit again. Here, learning means surviving humiliation before surviving your enemy. You look around and see the faces of others. Some look empty. Some look hardened by years of repetition. Some hide pain, some hide fear, but all share the same expression: control. Control is everything. You can be sick, injured, starving, exhausted, terrified, and still have to look composed. Because the samurai world doesn't reward honesty, it rewards control. After training, you don't truly rest. Your body wants to stop. Your arms feel like they're about to fall off. Your breathing is still heavy. But the day is just beginning. A samurai is not just a warrior. He is part of a rigid system, a hierarchy that feeds on visible obedience. You walk through your lord's space with absolute awareness. The way you bow matters. The tone of your voice matters. The rhythm of your steps matters. Even how long your eyes stay raised can mean respect or disrespect. You feel it everywhere. The world seems built on invisible rules, and the punishment for breaking them can be immediate. Maybe it's a sharp reprimand. Maybe it's public humiliation. Maybe it's loss of status. Maybe it's being marked as unworthy. And in a world where reputation is everything, that can destroy you slowly. The morning moves forward and you receive tasks. Some simple, some tense. Carry messages, escort someone, stand guard, stay ready, always ready. Waiting for orders becomes one of the hardest parts of your life. Because you never relax. You don't know when Yao will be called. You don't know what will be asked. You don't know if the next command will be simple or deadly. That uncertainty starts eating you from the inside. At some point, you might walk through the streets with a superior. From the outside, everything looks calm, but the calm is misleading. You see peasants lowering their heads, merchants avoiding eye contact, children being pulled aside. Your presence creates distance, not because you are loved, but because you represent power, and that creates something uncomfortable inside you. From the outside, it looks like honor. From the inside, it feels like weight. Because you know this respect doesn't come from who you are. It comes from what you can do. It comes from the violence attached to your existence. Feudal Japan is not a place where individuality grows. It's a place where your role consumes you. Your voice isn't yours. Your time isn't yours. Your emotions aren't yours. Even your fear must be controlled, hidden, shaped. You return and the smell of food reaches you. For a moment, your body reacts. Hunger, but even hunger has rules here. You don't eat when you want. You don't serve yourself first. You don't show urgency. You sit. You eat little rice, maybe soup, something simple. Functional. Food is not pleasure, it's fuel. After eating, the work continues. Maybe study, writing, learning behavior, observing discipline. A samurai is not just a fighter. He is expected to be controlled in every aspect. Even learning carries pressure. You don't learn because you love it. You learn because you must represent an ideal. Every part of your training has the same goal: remove human impulse and replace it with trained response. The problem is you are still human, and that's exactly why you wouldn't survive. Because this world demands something deeper than physical strength. It demands emotional suppression. It demands constant control. It demands giving up parts of yourself. In the afternoon, tension might rise suddenly. A messenger arrives. News spreads, conflict between clans, suspicion of betrayal, political friction. Peace here is never fully peace, it's controlled tension. The atmosphere changes instantly. Movements become sharper, voices lower, orders begin to circulate. And your mind races. Is this it? Are you going to fight? Are you going to die? This constant uncertainty becomes exhausting. War is not always happening, but the possibility never leaves. Your body is trained to stay ready. Your mind never fully rests. Your peace is never complete. You imagine the battlefield: mud, screams, horses panicking, metal clashing, blood hitting the cold air. You imagine facing another man knowing one of you won't walk away. And then you realize something else. Winning is not enough. You have to win the right way, with honor, with posture, with obedience. A normal person might run to survive. A samurai often cannot. Because running might save your body but destroy everything tied to your name. The afternoon passes. Maybe no battle happens. Maybe things calm down, but inside you nothing is calm anymore. You now understand how your life works. It's squeezed between duty and danger, between discipline and threat, between expectation and punishment. And then comes the most brutal part. Of all honor, today honor sounds noble. But in your world, honor is pressure. Honor demands silence. Honor demands endurance. Honor demands that you carry pain without showing it. It demands that you accept extreme consequences for failing expectations you didn't even create. You realize honor is not comfort, it's control. And nothing proves that more than seppuku. The idea of taking your own life to preserve honor is not distant. It's present, always there. Even if it never happens to you, you live knowing it exists. You live knowing there are situations where you are expected not just to fight, but to end your own life without hesitation. Think about that, living every day knowing that dying the right way might be considered better than living the wrong way. That changes everything. Your fear changes. Your relationship with failure changes. Your relationship with yourself changes. Evening arrives, the sky darkens, the cold returns. In a modern life, this would be your time to relax, but not here. The night doesn't remove discipline, it just changes it. There are guards, rules, silence, awareness. You may finally get a moment alone, and that's when the hardest part begins. Thinking. During the day, duty keeps you distracted, training exhausts you, orders fill your mind, but at night there is space, and in that space, truth appears. You realize how controlled your life is, how much of yourself you had to suppress, how little of your life actually belongs to you. You look at your sword again. The wood creaks softly. A dim light flickers. And that blade says everything without words. It has been with you all day. It protects your status and threatens your life. Maybe you think about your family. Maybe your father was a samurai. Maybe you were raised for this. Maybe you never had a real choice. And that makes it heavier. Because you didn't choose the burden, but you must carry it perfectly. Maybe you think about love, about connection. But even that is shaped by duty. You don't live freely, you occupy a role. The system always comes first. The individual comes second. And this is where most people would break, because the real challenge is not physical survival. It's emotional survival. At some point, you're called again, an order, a task. You get up, your body hurts, you're exhausted, but you move. No hesitation, no question, because that's your life. Total availability, total obedience, total control. Eventually, you lie down again, or try to. Your body rests, but your mind doesn't fully disconnect. Because you live in a world where anything can happen at any time, and before you fall asleep, you understand the truth. The life of a samurai was never a comfortable privilege. It was a system built on discipline, fear, and sacrifice. Yes, there was status. Yes, there was identity, but it came at a cost most people today could never handle. You wouldn't survive waking up without freedom. You wouldn't survive constant pressure. You wouldn't survive living under judgment every second. You wouldn't survive carrying a sword that could be used on others or on yourself. You wouldn't survive the weight of representing something bigger than you. You wouldn't survive a world where shame could destroy you more than pain. And that's the point. You wouldn't die because of battle. You would break long before that. You would break under the pressure, under the control, under the expectation, under the loss of yourself. And when you finally see that the image of the samurai changes, it's no longer just a warrior with a sword. It's a man under constant pressure. A man who cannot fail. A man who cannot hesitate. A man who must appear strong even when he's breaking inside. A man carrying discipline where peace should be. A man admired from the outside but rarely understood from within. And that's why you wouldn't survive. Not because you lack courage, but because this world demanded something far more. Brutal than courage. It demanded complete surrender of the self. It demanded control over every human impulse. It demanded obedience above all else. It demanded that you become a weapon. And in the end, that is what a samurai truly was. Not just a warrior, but a life shaped entirely by duty with no escape.